Okay, we will now make a low border around this first block, and first I will use this chart to show you what stitches we will use. As you can see here, the light colored stitches here are from the inside of the block, and this is just for the color 2 stitches, and here you can see we have the double crochets and the chain stitches. And now we will, and this is not about back or front, that's in the instructions, but this is just to show you which stitches we will use. So we will now make a low border, and a low border means that the border that we will be creating now will be at the same height as the white. So it will fall at the same height as the white, so it falls at the back. And this is to prevent kind of bleeding through the other colors when you work the other blocks around it. The plus sign here is the sign for a single crochet. Here is a chain stitch, and here we will now use back post stitches, and this is a half double crochet. So you see here this sign here, this is the sign for a back post stitch, and this is the sign of a half double crochet. So I will just show you what to do. Well, first of all, we have stopped here, and this is at the top left, and here we have ended with our color 2. And you see there is no there are no free extra chains because we won't do regular interwoven crochet. We will make a low border. Something to remember is that we have 3 kind of stitches that we will use, and I have put it like this. It's a kind of rule. At the end of a block you will make a low border, and you will use the low stitches for that, and the low stitches are the single crochets and the half double crochets. Then with a new block in color 2 we will use the medium height stitches, and these are the double crochets. And with the first row in color 1 of the new block we will use the high stitches, and that will be the extended double crochets. So I've put it into the description and the tutorial on my website, so if you want to read it again, this rule, you can also look there. But first of all, we will start here, and we will start with making a single crochet, and we don't have to make a turning chain. We can work right away into this stitch. And what I like to do is use a marker, so you always know for sure where you have to end. And then we have to do 1 chain stitch, and then we will do back post half double crochet. Well, first of all these low borders have to be worked at the back of the border of color 1. So I will wrap my yarn around the hook. I will go from the back, and I will insert here my hook at the right side of the stitch, and then I go to the left, and I go to the back again where my yarn is. I pick it up and pull the yarn through, and now I have 3 loops on my hook, and I will pull my yarn again through all 3 of these loops. So this is just a half double crochet, but worked as a back post stitch. So again, you see here we have to do a chain, And I will repeat it again. Make a wrap around your hook, go through that hole here to that post of this double crochet here at the right, go to the left and all the way to the back, pick up that yarn here and wrap around your hook and pull through all 3 stitches again. So I'll go slow. And then we have come to our corner, and now I will do 1 chain and I will do a single crochet here at the back again into that chain opening, and in the corners we have 2 chains. So 1, 2, and this is important. I put markers here and they have a special function, so please do that also yourself, because, well, you will notice later. And again we have to finish in the corner here with a single crochet in that same chain opening space, and then we go to the other side, and I will put this to the side here. I have made my in-between chain, and then again we will work 3 back post double crochets. So, and I will just finish this side. Oops. Let's do that again. So through that opening, pick up here this post, work around it and go through all 3, and then again the last of this side, and then we have come to a corner again and make a single crochet here, 1, 2, put a marker here, please do so, they have a function, and then finish the corner with a single crochet, and then again work through the entire row until we have come to the start again. Something that I want to show you, you know that I said when working on the sides you don't have to work into a stitch at the end of a row, just work in this chain opening, and that makes that this sometimes happens. I don't know if you can see it clearly, because if you have to do the back post stitches and you have to work around the post, it seems to be very small, and you just have to readjust this a little bit by pulling out this a little bit here. Also, it's quite small, so first position it, and then we have the right working position, or you know, it works out okay if you don't, but it just works a little bit easier if you do. So I will continue to the end, and then I will see you there. I've come to the end of my last side, and you see here in the chart that we have to do a single crochet in the corner, and then we have to do two chains. So I here I've done my last back post stitch. I will do a single crochet, and I will do a single crochet here, then 1 chain, and then you have to cut off your yarn. I already did that because I also work on my Dutch videos where I show the same thing. and then I will do my last chain by needle. So I pick up these two loops here of that V-stitch, and that is why it's so nice to have this marker here, so you know exactly where you have to go to. And then you have to insert your needle here, and then, and this is very important, you have to finish your ends right away. I know a lot of people like to crochet and then work at the end when you're finished with your blanket or your piece, and then you go finishing all your ends right away. Most people don't like that very much. Well, you just have to do it now because, well, if we go further, you will see why that is. And the nice thing about that is that when you have finished your blanket, you don't have to work all these hundreds of ends. So finish your ends, and you will be a happy person when you have finished your blanket. And later I will take this marker out and I will put it into the corner here that I've created with these two chains. And here you can see at the back that we have created an extra border here. And this will make this block stand out when you crochet the other blocks around it. And you can also see that it has the same height as the white border, so it kind of hides behind the white border. And well, then we will start with the next block.